I was just thinking about all of the books that I've read throughout my life, and I've read a lot of them, and which ones constitute great books. And like everybody else, there's a lot of stuff, as I say, that's been written, and most of it turns out just to be garbage in the end. Remember Oprah? Remember Honest Oprah? Not that she has any problems right now, but she does, okay? Just look up John of God, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about Oprah and her honesty. But anyways, she was a huge influencer for years, right? People used to listen to everything she said, and she sold a ton of books. I'd like to ask Oprah, what's the greatest book ever written, according to you? And you know what? She'd give us some mamsy-pamsy nonsense BS self-help book that didn't help anyone but herself and her bank account. I would say for me, one of the best books, and this is not the best book, but one of the best books that I've ever read is actually called Tragedy and Hope. Okay? It was written by Carol Quigley. And on the back, guess who's on there? The pedophile himself, Bill Clinton. Now it's that part sad, because Bill Clinton is a pedophile. He's been all over Epstein Island. But what he says was, this is what he said. This is the comment he made. I heard that call clarified by Professor I had named Carol Quigley. And then he talks about, what this book did. I don't want to bore you to tears what it did for him. Well, you know what it did? It gave him the secrets of how the world really works. And of course, he used those to his advantage. So the information in the book was really good. Unfortunately, it went into the hands of the wrong people. But the question I ask all of you, why is there not one book, not one single book, that tells us the truth about life and how things really work? Because the older we get and the more the timeline moves along, the more we realize that the vast majority of the stuff that we've learned is wrong. Okay, it's factually incorrect. That's why they manipulate us so easily. A gentleman once told me years ago, he said, Larry, the first thing you have to do is learn. Okay, you have to learn. You have to apply yourself. But as you go along and you find out things are wrong, you have to unlearn and relearn. So you have to learn, then you have to unlearn, and then you have to relearn. And unfortunately, most people aren't willing to do that. It is difficult to do, and I'm far from perfect. I'm not here telling you that I do it every day and it works flawlessly. But there's been times where I've had to go back and say to myself, you know what? You believe that for the last 20 years, and it's absolute nonsense. And all of us need to do that. And the only way we're going to do that is by reading books similar to this one here. And as I said, this is not the perfect book, okay? It's over 1,300 pages. Look how thick this thing is, okay? It's like a New York phone book. But in there, there's a lot of really good information on how to live your life so that you don't suffer at the hands of these people that are running the world today.